Even after Blue Lock's second season appeared to be created in PowerPoint, I maintain high hopes for the third season, which will focus on the Neo Egoist League, and hopefully will be animated significantly better than the garbage we had to witness throughout Season 2. The second season story with the U20 match was actually fire, but holy shit, the animation was straight up painful to watch. Half the time it looked like they just discovered how to use transition effects in PowerPoint 2003. That crucial match against Japan's U20 team deserved so much better than 3-frame animations and static images sliding across the screen. When Nagi scored that banger of a goal, it had the same energy as a GIF from 2005. Let's not even talk about those pathetic attempts at making Shiru's aerial shots look dynamic. My guy was floating through the air like a poorly edited PNG file. The whole season felt like they blew their animation budget on the opening and said fuck it for the rest. Every time there was supposed to be an intense moment, we got treated to still frames with speed lines. Remember when Rin was supposed to have this epic showdown with his brother? Might as well have been a manga panel with someone waving it around. And don't get me started on those action sequences where they just zoomed in on someone's face for dramatic effect because they couldn't be bothered to animate actual movement. Yet somehow, despite looking like a glorified slideshow, the intensity of the U20 match had everyone hooked. The raw drama between Rin and his brother Sei, combined with Blue Lock's absolute madness of a playing style, made up for the dollar store animation quality. All those tactical shifts, the way Blue Lock's wild style clashed with traditional Japanese football, and those moments where pure ego-driven madness actually worked, that shit was peak football anime storytelling, even if it looked like it was animated on a calculator. The Neo Egoist League in Season 3 better step up the animation game though, because the story's about to go completely off the rails. This isn't just some training arc or single important match anymore. We're talking about our boys entering actual professional football, but with Blue Lock's trademark chaos cranked up to 11. We're about to see what happens when you take a bunch of ego monsters who've been trained to be absolutely ruthless and throw them into the world of professional football. It's like taking a wolf pack and asking them to perform in a circus. Pure, beautiful chaos. The whole setup is mental. These egomaniac strikers who've spent their time trying to prove they're the best now have to figure out how to function in proper teams. Imagine these psychos who've been at each other's throats suddenly having to play nice with teammates. It's going to be a beautiful disaster. Take someone like Asagi. My man's whole thing is literally stealing other people's plays and making them his own. How's that going to work in a professional team? Hey bro, nice technique you got there. Would be a shame if someone would steal it. They're not just fighting for pride or some spot on a team anymore. This is about actual pro contracts. One fuck-up could send them straight back to being regular high school players. The pressure's insane. Either prove Blue Lock's wild philosophy works in pro football or watch your dreams get crushed in real time. These guys have to somehow balance their destroy everyone in my path mentality with actually being valuable team players. It's like asking a shark to be a team player in a fish tank. Technically possible, but someone's probably getting eaten. The best part is how global this thing's getting. We're not stuck in some fancy prison facility anymore. This is worldwide football chaos. These mad lads are about to take their ego-driven football to professional clubs and try to prove that being psychotically focused on individual growth somehow makes sense in team sports. And they're not just playing against random teams either. We're talking about established clubs with their own stars, their own egos, and their own ways of playing. It's like dropping a bunch of anime protagonists into the real world and telling them to deal with it. Think about the culture clash we're about to witness. Japanese high school players who've been trained to be essentially football psychopaths trying to adapt to European football culture. That's going to be absolutely wild. These dudes have spent months in what's basically a football cult, being told that teamwork is for losers, and that they need to devour their opponents to survive. Now they've got to deal with actual coaches, actual teammates, and actual professional standards. Watching them try to translate their "it's all about me" philosophy into professional team dynamics is going to be pure entertainment. The matches we're going to see in the Neo Egoist League will make the U20 game look like a casual kickabout. The way they're setting up these teams is going to create some absolutely mental rivalries. Just wait until these ego-driven monsters have to deal with actual professional football standards while still maintaining their Blue Lock insanity. We're not just talking about friendly competition here. These are going to be full-on psychological warfare matches where every player is trying to prove their style of ego-driven football is superior. And let's talk about character development potential. How's someone like Bachira going to handle being in a structured team when his whole thing is playing like he's got imaginary football monsters inside him? What about Shigiri? Is his speed merchant style going to work against pro defenders who actually know how to handle pace? And Kunigami, who came back through the wild card all edgy and dark, is he going to go full villain arc or what? This is where we find out if Blue Lock's whole philosophy actually holds up in the real world. Can you really build the world's best striker by creating a bunch of ego monsters? Is Ego's master plan actually 200 IQ or completely insane? The Neo Egoist League is basically the final exam for this whole experiment, and everyone's taking it live in front of the football world. Yeah, Season 2's PowerPoint presentation quality was rough, but Season 3 is about to dial everything up to 100. The Neo Egoist League isn't just the next chapter, it's where Blue Lock either proves it's revolutionary or completely loses the plot. As long as they've upgraded from Microsoft Office to actual animation software, we're in for some proper football chaos. Devour or be devoured hits different when you're playing for actual stakes. Just hoping Season 3 devours our expectations instead of looking like it was animated in Microsoft Paint. The Neo Egoist League is coming, and it's about to get absolutely mental. PowerPoint or not, this is going to be wild. If they manage to actually animate this properly, we might be looking at one of the hypest seasons in sports anime history. Just please, for the love of everything holy, give us more than 3 frames per action scene this time.